Hello everyone, welcome back, JavaMentor.net here. In today's video, let's learn about hashing through one very interesting example. So, you are going to clubbing and you're entering a club, you want to leave your jacket, and when you are done with the clubbing, you want to go to the doorman and to collect your jacket. How it usually works in the nightclubs is when you enter the club, you give the doorman the jacket, he gives you the number. When you exit, you give them the number and he gives you back your jacket, and that's it. Take a note that no matter how big the party is, let's say the party has 1,000,000 people inside, 1,000,000 people in the party. And when you go out from the party and you give your number to the doorman, he has a number. So he knows where is your jacket. He doesn't need to check the jacket of every person inside or to check some random jackets on the hallway or something like that, like in binary search. He has a number. He knows where is your jacket. Now, of course, when you have a party of 1,000,000 persons, doormans are usually tired. So this, let's say, Oktoberfest of 1,000,000 people, they hired a Terminator for a doorman. Now, Terminator has one good ability. When you give him your jacket, he just take a look at that jacket and then in his head one number pops up, right? So he looks at your jacket and number 150 pops up in his head, and he goes and put your jacket on a place 150. And when you want to collect your jacket, take a note that he didn't give you any number. He didn't give you any number. When you want to get your jacket, you just show him the picture of your jacket. He take a look at the jacket. Again, the same number pops up at his mind because it's the same jacket, 150, and he go take your jacket and give you the jacket. A very important thing to notice is that Terminator has an ability to convert jacket to number. And in our Java programming language, jacket is an object. So he has an ability to convert object to a number. In the same fashion, he can convert person to a number. And that's basically what hashing is, converting object to a number. So let's go to our person and let's include possibility here for the person class to convert this person to some number. So function, again we are going to object class and function is called Hashcode, and we can copy paste this hashcode. We should delete this native keyword, it's not applicable for us. And this is the hashcode. So we have all elements of the person, we have a look of the jacket, and we need to create some number, which is the return value of hashcode based on first name and last name. So let's say if, I don't know, first name is equals to John and last name is equals to, let's say, I don't know, Doe, well then hashcode is, I don't know, 2. And if first name equals, and then I will give my first name and last name, my name is spasoje, then let return 22. Otherwise, for every other person, return 9. Now, this hashcode is totally broken and it shouldn't work properly at all, because for John Doe we will return number 2. For Spasoje Petronijević we will return 22. But for all other persons we will return 9. So let's say for Barack Obama, 9, Nikola Tesla, 9, Albert Einstein, 9. It's so broken, but let me just explain how it works, and then at the end we will write a proper function hash code. The last thing to understand is that equals and hash code many times works together. Equals can work independently of hash code, but hash code cannot work independently without equals. Let's remind ourselves for a second what's equals doing. So it's comparing objects. So if you compare two objects, two same objects with the equals method, the result will be true. Equals method is comparing two objects, same objects, result is true. Compare two different objects with the equals and the result will be false. On the other hand, if you have hash code, two same objects, so two same jackets, will have the same number, but very important thing to remember, two different jackets can have the same hash code. So two different jackets can have a same hash code. Of course, they can have a different hash code as well. What do we do if two different jackets have the same hash code? How we distinguish them? Well, then we compare those two jackets using equals, and two different jackets will result in a false in the equals methods. So what should we do if two different jackets or two different persons have the same hash code? You have two different jackets, the same hash code for them. What should you do? Well, you compare those jackets with equals method. An equals method is always false if jackets are different. Equal methods is always false if persons are different. That's why I told you that hash code cannot work alone. It must have equals as a backup. Okay, so a proper way to implement those equals and hash code methods is, the easiest way is to let IntelliJ IDEA generate those two for you. So if you go right click and then I guess, yeah, generate, and you will see equals and hash code. Next, choose fields to be included in equals. So you want to choose when are persons equal. Well, persons, we said persons are equal only if first name are equal. We don't care about last name or height, right? And then choose fields to be included in hash code. You just go with first name, that's fine, click create, and Java will generate some code for you, which is basically for every object is giving a proper hash, and here if you look closely, it's maybe slightly out of your knowledge, but basically it's comparing first name. If first name is the same, then two persons will be the same. You also have these override annotations, you can just delete those, so those don't confuse you, because we didn't yet went through annotations. And that's it about hash code and equals. In the next tutorial, let's see this hash code and equals in action. See you in the next video.